Good morning, Facebook Live and Joslyn fans. I'm Rebecca, the program director here at the Joslyn Center, and this is episode 97 of the Joslyn Variety Show. So today is Thursday, which means it's traditionally our Take 20 with Veronica Day. So we will do the full episode, 20 minutes of exercise, light exercise, perfect for you to do at home on your own, and some nice stretching, get you all warmed up for the day. Don't forget, we do this variety show every single weekday at 11 o'clock on Facebook Live, but you can always rewatch our episodes on YouTube. Or if you missed the live show and you want to see it later, YouTube is the perfect place to start. If you go to our YouTube channel, it is Joslyn Center. Just search for that up in the search bar for YouTube. Our big blue teal J logo should come up. Hit subscribe, which is the red button, and then you will be alerted whenever we post new videos, which is almost every day because I've been putting those variety shows up there every day. So then you can watch all the variety shows on YouTube. If you're already watching this on YouTube, then I hope that you have subscribed, because subscribers help us. They help us make sure that our account is most visible and available for all of our members and guests and friends and future members. So check us out on YouTube. Our exercise videos are all there as well, not just Veronica's Take 20 videos. We also have calisthenics, Go for Life, and chair yoga. So those are available for you to watch anytime on YouTube. And yeah, it'll keep you busy all weekend long. Veronica, you ready to do some workouts?
Ready.
All right, let's do that.
Okay. Thank you, Rebecca. Hello, everyone. Okay, so if you're seated, just start marching. Get your knees up. Get your arms moving. You can be pushing up, pushing up. If you're standing, let's do our jogging. We're going to warm up and get ourselves warm and focused right here. It's everything that you were doing up until we went live to this moment. Now we're just going to think about exercise. 20 minutes goes by pretty quick. So pretty quickly. So let's get everything done that we can today. And yesterday I was talking about the muscles in the bottom of the foot. It's really important to, whenever they get your attention, you need to just be aware of them, because we're talking mobility there. So you need to do some stretches that we've done. Let's step side to side. We'll do some of those today. We're also going to do other stretches, including our hip flexor muscles, talking about mobility again. Because when neither one of those talk to you, it's usually not to say, hi, I'm completely flexible and warmed up. They're usually saying, hey, I'm tight, ouch. So we don't want to have that happen. And if it does, then you just rest. And then when you feel better, you do some light stretches and you'll be good as new. Okay. I'm going to kick my heels forward, kicking. So I say I'm kicking my heels. I'm really, once again, it's like I'm showing you the bottom of my shoe. I want to kick out, thinking I'm kicking my heel out. And all these moves, you've got your abdominals engaged, because there's your stability center here. Squeeze your abdominals, you're standing up, doing something like this, or you're bending over to pick something up. You have your abdominal muscles squeezed to protect your back, to help keep you stable, upright, and balanced. Okay, good. All right. Let's bring our arms up overhead, inhaling, and then exhale. Again, if you're by yourself, when you exhale, inhale here. When you exhale, just a nice, loud, full exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Okay. So let's reach over our heads just a little bit to the opposite side, stretching all down the side here. And every move that we're doing, keep breathing. Just don't hold your breath. Okay, other side, reach up. Feel the stretch start from down here, go up. Keep breathing. Okay, let's bring our hands out in front. I'm going to turn to the side. Okay, and you're pushing your hands away from your body so it curves your upper back. You get a nice stretch. These are stretches you can do standing or seated. So push those hands away from you. Keep breathing, and now put your arms behind you to open up your chest. Okay, so you're gonna try to reach those hands away from your back, opening up your chest. A nice openness here. And stretch gently those muscles in the chest area. Okay, let's rotate our shoulders. Go. Always take your time and enjoy the stretch. It takes discipline to remember to stretch. And then when you do, take your time. Okay, we're gonna go back up into our neck. So we're gonna look side to side and keep inhaling, exhaling. You don't have to move based on inhale or exhale, just keep your breathing going. And see if you can feel anything in your neck as you're going back and forth. One more time, side to side. Okay, good. All right. Now, just let your chin drop to your chest. You can place your hands on your head if you'd like. You're just adding a little bit of weight. Your head is heavy enough to stretch it, to stretch the back of your neck. And then up, and you can look up. Just don't try to put your head all the way back. We don't need to do that. Just look up so you can feel a little bit of a lengthening. Good. Okay. All right. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to turn to the side, and let's do some stretches that we were just doing this. So your feet are hip width apart, as if you're standing in your ski boots on your skis. So you've got a good balance here. And you want to straighten the back leg. Your front leg is bent, your knee is bent. Okay, so let's just start in this position here. So let's see what you can feel. You've got some stretching going on in the back of your heel. It's actually starting underneath the foot and coming up your calf muscles. Now let's see if you can raise your toes off the floor. They're going to come up only enough for you to know because you can feel it. It's going to help to stretch those muscles on the bottom of your feet. So you have your toes coming up off the floor. Now let's bend that back knee. So bend the back knee. Feel the stretch coming really into your calf muscles. Now roll up onto the ball of your back foot and really roll up right into your toes. So you want to stretch those toes. This is helping to stretch your, I'm just going to say your plantar fascia muscles, your group of muscles at the bottom of your foot. And now can you rotate just in a circular motion the ball of your foot? And just go a few in each direction. Take your time and really stretch each of the toes, the muscles in the feet. You're giving all those joints just a little circular motion. Okay, all right, let's come out of that. And then switch, put your other leg behind. Start out with a straight leg. Okay. So see how you're feeling. Feel just a little bit of stretch coming up your heel. Now, the back foot, lift those toes up. They're going to come up just a little bit, but you'll feel the difference. Lift your toes up off the floor. Keep breathing while you're doing this. It's a lot of focus in having to lift those toes up. It's kind of hard to do. Now, bend the back knee. Okay, so you're bending the back knee, the stretch goes right up into your calf muscles. Now roll up onto the ball of the foot, right up into those toes. The toes are really curled up there. And then in a circular motion, just roll around on the ball of your foot. And you can feel each of those toes getting the circular motion here. So each of those joints are benefiting. And then do a few in each direction. So when you stretch your body, we always think of our major muscles. We have to remember there's a lot of muscles that need attention and need stretching. Okay, so let's come up. Okay, now go back to your first leg, put that behind, and Go ahead and bend that back knee. Your front knee's gonna bend too. Okay, so it looks like we're going to go down into a lunge. We are lunging a little bit, but what you wanna do now is press your hip forward. So you need to squeeze your glutes and press that hip forward, and you're feeling a lot of stretching right here in your hip flexor muscles. Your hip flexor muscles need to be warm, need to be stretched. So if you are sitting a lot, and you're going to stand up because you need to go somewhere, stand up and take your time. If you feel a little tight, you can do this stretch first before you walk off and going to do what you're going to do. Okay, good stretch right here. Okay, let's release that and switch to the other side. Leg comes behind, and start to bend both knees like you're going to go down into a lunge, but don't go down into a lunge. Just stay here. And in fact, I'm going to turn front so you can see. Okay, so the back leg, the other leg is bent. Now you want to bring this hip forward. So you need to squeeze your glutes. That's going to push your hip forward, and you're really going to feel the stretch right in this area. And always be gentle. So we don't want it to see, well, how far can I stretch this, or how far can I push it? We don't need to do that. Just relax into that stretch. And this kind of time is time well spent. This is your body, and our bodies give us mobility. So we need to take care of it. Okay, good. Okay, now there was something else that I was thinking about as we go through our activities during the day, and I was actually reaching up on my shelf to grab something. That's one of those movements that we do that sometimes we can overextend ourselves, or we bend over to pick something up and we're thinking about something else. We're not really thinking about our body. So I wanted to do something. I've got a weight here, and I just wanted to mention that so you're never afraid of what you might do, but you always want to be mindful of what you're doing. And everybody knows somebody whose back got thrown out by the most innocuous activity ever, right? So let's do something. I want to pick up this 8-pound weight off the floor. So first I want to demonstrate what not to do. So I'm going to bend over here. I've got my back curved down, my legs are straight, and I'm gonna reach down here, I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna put it on the counter. So I've done two things here. I've used my back to pick up the weight, and I've twisted not only my spine, but my joints in my leg. So now let's do it the proper way. I'm always saying engage your abdominals, right? So automatically you're going to start squeezing your leg muscles because your knees are going to bend, your abs are starting to squeeze. You're going to sit back because you're going to bend at the hips. You're going to go down and reach for your object and bring it up. And now you need to pick your feet up off the floor and move to where you're going and put it down. Because if you ever do that, and we've all done this, I'll just take a second, I'll just swing over and do it. You're really taking a chance on twisting one of your joints and throwing out your back, and so you just don't want to do that. So let's just do some of those movements without the weight. So we're going to bend, like we're going to start doing some squats, but we're going to pick up something off the floor. Okay, so you're going to start bending your knees, you're engaging your leg muscles, you're engaging your abdominal muscles, you're starting to sit back, and get that off the floor. Now, push off with your power and your exhale. You're pushing off your heels up into your arches. That's where your weight is. Your toes are not even on the floor. Okay, so you're reaching out and you're lifting up with your legs. And right there, that was a very good reminder of how to pick things up with the floor. At the same time, we're doing our squats, and our back is so protected. Okay, and down, and up. And remember, when you're reaching for something, you're ready to just put something over, always pick your feet up off the floor. Always move. Don't ever twist with your feet on the floor, unless we're doing an exercise, and that's different, but it's mindful. So we want to protect our bodies, keep ourselves moving, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and just do a couple of stretches for our muscle groups here. We stretch down at the bottom of our feet, so let's do our quadricep stretch. We're doing a couple squats there, so we're feeling our muscles a little bit. Let's do the other leg, and your knees pointing down to the floor, holding that foot up, getting some good balance practice. Okay, I'm going to turn to the front, one leg in front, and you're going to sit back. That straight leg's getting a nice stretch right up the back of the leg. And your hands over here, see how you're just placing them somewhere. You're not pushing down on your joint, really. You're just placing them anywhere you want to place them, but you're sitting back into that stretch. And then let's do the other leg. There, taking our time. Good. And let's finish with some shoulder rolls, shoulder rotations. And how about if we do a posture check? Okay, so let's do that. Let's finish with a posture check. So what you want to do, your feet are hip width apart. You're standing around. You're standing, it looks like you're not doing anything, but you are. So what are you doing? You are grabbing the floor with your toes. Okay, you're actually grabbing the floor with your toes. And engage the muscles all the way up your legs. Start feeling like you're engaging the muscles below your knee, above your knee. You've got your abdominals engaged. Shoulders are up, back, and down. So you want to open up your chest and think about elongating your body from your waist up. So you would stand really tall. Stand really tall. So if somebody says, stand up straight, remember that as kids, I think we all did that, right? But you're not going to do it. Keep your shoulders down and just think you're standing up nice, straight, and tall. So we get really comfortable, and we all do this. We all do that. Well, not everybody does. Most people do. And that's fine. Okay, you have to relax. But then when you're ready to really be mindful about your posture, you really want to involve your whole body. And then you're going to notice that actually feels like a relief. It feels comfortable. And your chest is nice and open. You can breathe easily. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed our time together today. We did some different things. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Veronica.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, it is Thursday, which means tomorrow will be our last variety show for the week. So join me. We are going to do more brain health information. We're going to piggyback off of what we did last Friday, which was learning how to use Duolingo. And this week, we are going to learn how to use Lumosity and Brain HQ to keep your brain active while we're in quarantine. So join me tomorrow at 11 for that, or, of course, on YouTube after the fact. And as always, if you need anything, give us a call. We're here to help. We'll see y'all tomorrow.